Hey guys, YouFishKeeping here, and welcome to my first video in which I will be telling you how to keep and breed red cherry shrimp. So first off, for knowing how to keep red cherry shrimp, you should probably know the water parameters. As far as the temperature goes in this tank, it is 32 degrees Celsius or 89 degrees Fahrenheit. So the first thing that you should know about keeping these shrimp is the water parameters. As far as the temperature goes, in this tank it is 32 degrees Celsius or 89 degrees Fahrenheit. The water parameters, as far as the pH goes, it is sitting at 7.8, which I know is quite high for most other fish, but you know, they are growing and breeding quite well. For everyone out there who already keeps the shrimp, and I've just told them that I keep them at 32 degrees Celsius, you may be like, it's really, really hot for them, how are you keeping them? Truth be told, it just boosts their metabolism up a lot. It boosts the breeding process, the growing process, and things like that. They can survive in really warm waters and really cold waters. I've kept them in two separate tanks. One really cold and one really warm. Funny thing is, the warmer tank grows a lot faster and breeds a lot faster, which makes sense because that's like with a lot of different species. So the hardness and softness of the water goes, it really does not matter. I have not tested that in this tank at all. So you're pretty fine on that. They are really, really hardy shrimp and difficult to kill. The only way that I can think of you killing them is chlorine. So now you have your water parameters set up and you now want to know what to feed them. Realistically, red cherry shrimp will eat just about anything in the tank that they can, because they are naturally scavengers. So if they come across a dead fish or a dead snail or something like that, they're very opportunistic, and they will feast upon it. So they'll clean up any dead snails that you come across, so you're able to just squish them or anything. So that's not really a problem, but if you want to give them a little extra boost, feed them cucumber, zucchini, carrot, things like that. They'll eat everything. They eat spinach, they'll eat broccoli, they'll eat most vegetables. So food is not a problem, just with the water parameters. Now if you plan on breeding this species, it's pretty much just let them be. Right? You don't need to condition them, you don't need to feed them special foods. However, that will help them produce healthier and more fry, or young, I should say. Yeah, they will spawn in a community tank with other small fish. As you can see here, I have a few pygmy corydoras in here that I used to breed. You know, just keep them with, and I know pygmy corys are omnivores and they will eat the fry if they get the chance, but I've never had a problem with that. They've always just let them be. If you plan on breeding them or even growing them out, I recommend that you have a higher temperature in your tank, because that will just help them grow a lot quicker. Lots of plants I've found to be quite helpful. As you can see here, I just have a little carpet on the front and back of the tank of just little pygmy chain swords. That is relatively new. I've ripped it all up and I've put it all in again. But the pygmies and the shrimp love it. They play in it, they scavenge it, as you can see the pygmies doing now. Yeah, the biggest thing is don't scrub the algae off your glass. I mean, you can scrub it off the back, the front glass, or acrylic. This is an acrylic aquarium. You know, just so you can see your species and your fish in that tank. I barely do any maintenance on this tank. I do daily water changes on these two top tanks, 1 and 2. That's just because it has such a low leader percentage. I just change out the water daily. But it's not really a water change. It's not too big of a deal. In this proper tank, the full extra area, it's not much. I know this is a 27 litre acrylic aquarium, and I've been keeping fish in this for many years, and it has done its purpose for whatever species I've had. So you don't need a real big tank to keep or breed red cherry shrimp. If you want a really good ongoing colony of shrimp, this will do fine, but if you want a nice looking, wherever you look there's 20 red cherry shrimp, if you want that sort of thing, you probably want around a 40 litre or above. But yeah, I used to have an ongoing colony in a 14 litre tank, and they were doing really good. Now, in this little container, I guess you could call it, you might not have been able to see anything from really far away, but here you can just see these little red spots everywhere. They're the young of the mother in the tank down here, which I cannot seem to find her. She was in the beginning of the video, so yeah. I have only put in a little bit of Java moss, and you may have noticed I don't have any Java moss in the rest of the aquarium. That's because I don't really like the look of it. They don't need it. They're getting all the nutrients off of the pygmy chains and the sides of the glass and the zucchini that I put in there, or the cucumber rather. In here I have it just so they can nibble upon it whenever they need to, because I'm not going to leave zucchini and cucumber, I used to feed them zucchini, cucumber in there, 24 hours a day or 7 days a week. I'm not going to, because it will put off the water very quickly. So I'll put this in probably daily, 2 times a day, the cucumber, and occasionally about once a week, twice a week maybe, I'll change out the Java moss for some of the top tank. Here you can see, you could have, but he dashed away. There was one on the side of the container. Now you don't really need the container. I've just put that in there so they're all in one area. So when the time comes, I can just remove them from the tank and hopefully sell them to someone, or give them away to someone, because I'm not trying to make profit off of this fish. That's what the discus are for. Because as I said in my first video, so the introduction, I said that I'm taking down tanks and I'm going to put up a new one. I've already taken down 2 of them, 3 of them, and there's only these 2 left. So this little 27 and this 100 up here. But yeah, you don't really need the container. I've just put that in there so they're all in one area. These 2 females are carrying eggs, and I'll teach you how to tell if they're a female or not, but I forgot to mention that. So yeah, you don't need the containers. I've just done that so they're all in one area. So yeah. And I can't show you guys because these 2 are carrying eggs, so they won't have it, but they have a little saddle right behind the head. See this dark spot? It's kind of right behind that, and it looks like a saddle on a horse. And that is the eggs. That's where the eggs are held. And then when the eggs are fertilized, they then go under their tail to be 24/7 just fanned by the females, which they use for swimming as well. So you may notice that they stick around filters a lot when they're carrying eggs. In this case, these 2 just usually stick around the air stone. But the reason for that is it just gives them a little break every now and again, so they're able to just kind of relax. I can't show you guys the eggs with this camera because it's really it's old, so it can't really zoom up that far. But yeah, so pretty much the moral of the story is it's really easy to tell the difference between male and female. Specifically the female, because when they are carrying eggs, they are really dark red, like a deep red color. But they will naturally have a darker color if they have a darker substrate. This is obviously a very light substrate, but nonetheless the females carry a nice color. But yeah, nonetheless, keeping and breeding red cherry shrimp is a really easy thing to do. The If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. And if you want to see more videos like this, please leave a comment down below. But yeah, if you want to see updates on my fish, my tanks, and the offspring of the red cherry shrimp, please go to my Instagram. The account will be down below. I have been YouFishKeeping, and I'll see you guys next time.